Baseball family, welcome to this Thursday Night Live episode of the Baseball Together podcast. My name is Brad. I'm here, and Brian Woo's no hitter just got broken up. Just for anybody who was following or was aware,
Yes.
I believe it was a seven and a third. I think it was seven and a third, but
It was not
it is no
7.
more. It was in the eighth inning.
It
So,
was 7 and something. Yes.
yeah. But to be honest with you, Brig. By the way, Brig is here. For those of you
I'm
wondering,
here.
he
Yeah.
is here.
Hello.
Uh,
Well, hi.
I don't think they were going to let him go the distance, so it's fine. It's okay. It's a
It's
good
not
outing,
okay.
though. That's a really great outing for Brian Wu.
Yeah.
Who, by the way,
Definitely a good outing.
Otis, All-Star. He's an All-Star.
Yeah.
So, and that was one of the things I was like, because I was texting my friend, and she's like, "Are they going to let him go?" I was like, "They ought to. He's got long rest." Then you just say, "Hey, he can't pitch in the All-Star game. He's not available."
That's it. That's exactly right. Just take it away from him.
Yep. But
But
I think he would rather pitch a no-no than pitch in the All-Star game. But that's
oh
just me.
yeah,
I know I would.
100%. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah. That's
anywho,
easy.
before we get too much into anything else, we want to remind you that speaking of the All-Star game, the Home Run Derby is this Monday night. This upcoming Monday night, that is July the 13th, starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN, and we are going to be hosting a watch party right here where you are
Yep.
currently watching us. If you're watching us live on a replay, whatever, that includes YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. If you don't have time to jump in and join us for the watch party, you can always check it out later. But we will be playing games, doing trivia, things like that, and having fun while watching the All-Star or watching the Home Run Derby while I'm on a significant delay. So everything gets spoiled for me like 30 seconds
That's what
before it
happens every time.
Every time. Thank you, streaming.
It's a burden for
I
Brad.
I should do a satellite TV commercial break. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, DirecTV, if you're watching, I'm down. But anyway, so that's going on Monday. Speaking of the Home Run Derby, the Derby field is set
Yep.
entirely. Uh, and it's funny because when I was putting this together earlier today, Brig, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's all set." Like there's 8 guys, and then I kept counting 7. I was like, "I must be missing somebody,"
Like,
and
what's
I
going on?
was because it wasn't announced yet. Jazz Chisholm is your 8th guy, and they announced it on the broadcast tonight,
Yep.
right before he got out.
Oh, he's the only one doing anything. He's the one
I
that
know
broke up the no-no.
he was the one who broke up the no-no, but that happened later. But no, I said that
It's
because
true.
everybody was getting out. But anyway, all right, here is the field for the Home Run Derby. So place your bets because it's coming. First, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. representing the hometown team. The
Yeah.
Derby and the All-Star game. They're in Atlanta this year, if you don't know. This is his 3rd home run derby. He has 9 home runs on this season, but he's only been playing since May the 23rd, which I think is quite impressive. His longest
Totally.
home run this season was 467 feet on that day, May the 23rd, because he came back and announced his presence of authority, like you would expect him to do.
Yep. And we're glad he did.
We are glad he did. I'm glad he's back. Even if the Braves stink, like, I love watching Acuna.
Yeah. I agree.
Fantastic. But some things about Acuna so far. This is, like I said, this is his 3rd derby. He's lost twice to Polar Bear Pete Alonso in 19 and 22. With no Pete Alonso, spoilers, with no Pete Alonso, do you think he's got a legitimate shot this year to win it?
I don't know. The rest of the field looks pretty tight, but I was surprised that Polar Bear Pete didn't jump in.
Yeah, I probably
Just
just wanted to
for
take a
the
year off,
Yeah, I was gonna say just for the sake of keeping it going for that 3rd. What are you gonna do?
Would you consider him the favorite? He's the only guy who's been to
Acuna?
multiple derbies. He's the only guy who's been to multiple derbies to this point.
I don't think he's the favorite. I wouldn't consider him the favorite.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, Braves
I think the
bullpen
most
catcher. Oh, go ahead.
consistent. I think the
Go ahead.
most consistent guy that we've seen throughout the season is Cal Raleigh, obviously.
Right.
And
The
then
Derby's different.
the Derby's different though, and that's why I think guys like Jazzy Jazz might show out. a little bit. Guys like O'Neal Cruz with some different levels of expectation, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point. So Acuna is going to have the Braves bullpen catcher Jose Yepes. He's going to be the one who's going to
Mm-hmm.
pitch to him, and we have a few guys who that's been announced. But speaking of which, Cal Raleigh, like you said, this is his first Derby. He's got 35 home runs this season. His longest is 440 feet. That was on June the 22nd. He would be only the second Mariner to win if he won this year, and second only to Ken Griffey Jr., who won in 94, 98, and 99. He can get up there and he can switch hit. He's the second player ever to be able to do this. Adley Rutschman could do this 2 years ago in 23. I thought this was cool. His dad's going to be pitching to him, and his brother will be catching. His 13-year-old brother is going to be catching.
Yeah, that's the coolest part.
That's fantastic.
I just love it.
I love it so much. James Wood, who is quickly climbing the rungs as one of my favorite players in baseball. He's going to be in the field. This is his first Derby. He's got 23 homers this season, 451 feet. It's his longest, and he's done that twice on June the 13th and the 21st. He's only 22 years old. This is his first full big league season to this point. A bona fide MVP candidate, and Nats third base coach Ricky Gutierrez will be throwing to him as well.
It's unbelievable. To be an MVP candidate for your first full season in the league is outrageous.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that, like, I've seen stuff like, obviously PCA is up there, right?
Yeah.
But Ohtani is not in the conversation as much as he has been, so it's not going to be a runaway this year.
Yep.
So there's that. Brent Rooker is going to be in the Derby, which I think is great. He ought to be. This is his first Derby. He's got 22 home runs this season. His longest is 440 feet. That was on May the 22nd. No word yet on who's throwing to him.
Right.
So I'm sure
I think he's going to do well.
Though.
I think he's going to do well.
Yeah. Yep. I absolutely agree with you. Another guy I think will do well is Byron Buxton. This is his first Derby. He's got more than 20 home runs. I'm going to say it's probably 20, but I'm going to double check.
He's also got more than 20 years in the league, it feels like.
It does.
He feels like he's the oldest guy in this competition.
He's 31. He is. He's 31 years old. He's got 20 home runs this season. His longest is 479 feet, and that was on June 11th. I thought this was cool. His son, Bricks, who's 11, plays MLB The Show a lot, and Buxton said specifically he plays the Home Run Derby a bunch. And when he found out he was going to do the Derby, he said, "Dad, can I bring your towel and Gatorade out to you?" So, yeah. So
hell yeah.
He's going to get to do that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. Let's be honest.
Yep, it really is. You mentioned O'Neal Cruz. Again, his first Derby, 16 home runs this season. His longest is 463 feet. That came on April 23rd. And if you watch games on MLB TV, Brig, I know you do. I do. And anybody else does.
Yeah.
That's the home run that you see during commercials that they show that he had at Angel Stadium. 463 feet. That's an absolute bomb.
The dude is...
He's got
power
for days.
It's just crazy.
I think you're right. The fact that he's seeing batting practice pitches, he might just be the favorite.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
I don't know. It'd be hard to argue with O'Neal Cruz. Doesn't he have the longest homer in the game right now this season? Or did as of the last time we talked about it?
I think so. He's definitely got the longest home run on this list. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Acuna does at
No?
467.
Oh.
So
by what?
Burley.
4 feet?
4 feet.
4 feet?
Just Burley. I bet Cruz's exit velo was higher though, because that's what he does.
I bet you're right.
He's gonna be pitched to by Pirates assistant coach and interpreter Steven Morales. So he's got somebody there. Another guy who is quickly climbing the rungs of one of my favorite big leaguers is Junior Caminero for the Rays. This is his first Derby. He's got 22 home runs. His longest is 425 feet, and that was on June 30th. This is his first full season in the bigs. He's played parts of the 23 and 24 seasons, and just last week he turned 22.
Yeah, that's the
It was on the 5th, which is pretty cool.
It's very cool.
And he's going to be pitched to by Rays field coordinator Tomas Francisco. I
Francisco.
That's fun to say.
There you
I
go.
like Junior Caminero. I don't know how he's going to do in this though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows. I think that's part of why it's fun.
Well, it is part of why it's fun, Brig. If we knew, then we'd all
But
be
did
like
you
Biff
see?
on Back to the Future.
That's right. That's right. Did you see Todd Frazier winning it in 15? No.
Never,
I don't
never
care
would have.
who you
No
are. The
chance.
answer is
Yeah.
no. So
Yeah.
yeah, nobody knows.
If you say yes, you're lying.
Straight up lying.
Yeah. And then last we mentioned Jazz Chisholm, Jazz Rado Chisholm, if you so choose. He's hit 17 home runs this year. His longest is 418 feet, and that was just yesterday. One of his two yesterday, Brick.
He did.
So
He did do it twice yesterday.
he did. Yep. Um, yeah. So I'm excited. I like this field. I like that it's a bunch of first timers and Acuna. You know, you got the hometown guy
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
has to do it this year. I'm glad that he's healthy and is able to. I
Yeah.
think we'll come up with some kind of a wager. You still owe me 2 pies from last year.
I
Last
owe
year's
you
Derby.
2 still.
Yeah, you did a double or nothing going into the last round and ended up losing.
Yeah,
So
that's right. I forgot about that. How
so
you haven't called me onto the carpet for that yet?
I haven't. I know. I think I was gonna save it for something, but whatever. Anyway, so you owe me 2 pies for last year's Derby. We'll figure out something
Okay.
for this year, and
All
we'll
right.
make it happen. So real quick
I
though,
like it.
if Ronald Acuna Jr. wins, he'll be the fourth ever to win the Derby in his home park. Before it was Brother Harper in 18 in Washington D.C. The Todd father did it in Cincinnati in 15, like you mentioned, and then Ryan Sandberg did it
Yep.
for the Cubs in 90.
Yeah.
So
Beauty.
we'll see.
It'll
We
be
shall
fun,
see.
dude. And guess
It would
what?
be.
It'll be fun to watch, but it's going to be fun to be here with our baseball family and let them experience this with us. Like we said, we have a good time. We come ready to rock and we yell and scream. You're not going to get that on the broadcast, the national broadcast. They're reverent. You don't want a
Too much respect
reverent
for the game.
experience. What'd you say?
So they just have too much respect for the game, Brig.
Oh, ugh.
Anyway,
Oh
all right.
man.
So we'll be here when it starts. It starts at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. We're gonna be here live doing pregame, all the festivities, everything like that. We will be here with you, watching, having fun, and having conversation, chatting it up. Okay,
Yep.
let's talk about the All Star Game itself for just a minute. They're
Yep.
gonna use the ABS challenge system in the All Star Game.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh
So this is the same
man.
system they used in most of the parks during spring training this year, and they've been
Yeah.
using in minor league parks for the last 6 years. Just
Right.
if you're not aware, you forgot how it works. Each team gets 2 challenges. Successful challenges are retained. Essentially, you can get it wrong twice.
Yeah.
The only players who can challenge are pitchers, catchers, and hitters. The manager cannot challenge. The second baseman, if he thinks it's wrong, cannot challenge. Nobody else. The on deck hitter cannot challenge. Only
Right.
those three can challenge.
That's right.
That said, Brig, I was at a fall league game last year. The entire dugout yelled, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" and they were all tapping
Yeah.
their hands.
Right.
Batter
Yeah.
challenged, and he
Exactly.
won the challenge. So,
Yeah. I can see the
Yeah.
runner on second being like, you know,
yeah, maybe a little shake of the hat, something, shake
little
the helmet or
tip
something.
your cap or something.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so I want to know though, Brig, do you think this is the right place to do this in the All Star Game?
Nope.
You don't
Nope.
think
I
so? Why
don't.
not?
Nope.
Why not?
I think that because nobody's used to it, it hasn't been incorporated in anything since spring training. I think it's if you're gonna do it midway through the year, this is the only time that you have. But to bring it into anything this season after you've gone away from it so far, I would say no.
I think yes. I think
Okay.
it is the place because they use it in spring training. Everybody got to use it in spring training, knows how it works, right?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna get it in front of the masses, because not everybody watches spring training games, not everybody pays attention
True.
to spring training games, right? But if you're
Yeah.
gonna get it in front of the masses, this is the place to do it, rather than opening day
Uh,
next year, and people be like, "What in the world is going on?" You get this, and you
yeah.
can be like, "Wow, that was fast." It
Mm-hmm.
helped with the human element. You got to keep the human element, but also you got to improve it because
Yep.
it's as long and this is the thing I've been saying along. As long as pitchers, hitters, and umpires are learning from the corrections,
That's the
I
key.
think it's
Yeah.
perfect. I think it is absolutely perfect with that.
Listen,
I think this is a great time to do it.
I'm not against ABS. I just don't think this is the right time to do it. I think though you make some great points about it being PR driven and about it being a pilot program almost for mid-season
Hmm.
stuff. I That's
And the
not the
game doesn't
problem.
count. The game doesn't count.
And the game doesn't count.
They're not getting home field advantage anymore in the World Series. So
Exactly.
it is an
So
absolute
yeah,
exhibition.
if you're gonna do it, this is the only time to do it. But
Right? Yeah.
I still don't. I wish they would not. I wish they would just. But I get it. I just don't think I don't want to see it. Nope.
Oh, all right. Oh,
Not
okay.
this. Not this halfway through the
At
season.
least they're not doing what we suggested maybe they were doing. What was it, 2 years ago in the playoffs, and secretly implementing something because the
Yeah.
umpires were way better than they've been all year.
Yeah. That you're right. That would be way worse.
That would
Way
be so
worse.
much worse. All of a sudden, you get to the wild card series. Oh, here's a challenge system. What?
What the
My team
heck?
could have used
Yeah.
this in August,
Yeah.
in
This is
May.
the decision maker or the difference maker now. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There.
Yeah, I think
So
you're right from a PR
moving on to the
perspective, though.
game. There is one interesting thing. Jose Ramirez has withdrawn from the All Star game,
Yep.
and he says he wants to rest and recover from multiple injuries from the season. And this is get this laundry list, Brig: sprained wrist in March, sprained ankle in May, forearm contusion from a hit by pitch in June, and is currently dealing with heel and ankle injuries. The dude is beat up.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure for him, the break could not come soon enough. And
He
so
needs it.
he's decided he's not going to do it. Isak Paredes is going to replace him on the
Hmm.
American League roster. And I want to know though, Brig, do you think more guys should take this route?
Yes.
I agree.
That's
If
this
you're
the
banged up
simple
at all,
if
if you're banged
yeah.
up at all, don't go to the All Star game.
No, you take the day off or the 3 days off or whatever it ends up
Yeah,
being.
whatever it is.
You
Yeah,
definitely take it off. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
And
I
I
think it's
think that
awesome.
you still get the selection, right? If we're talking about resume stuff, you
Hmm.
still got voted in.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's fantastic. Everybody knows Jose Ramirez is an All Star. Like that's no
Yeah.
mystery to anybody, right? So it's not
No.
like it's like his one All Star. He's like, oh, but nope, I'm just gonna. No, he's a perennial All Star, and he's taking the time off and giving Paredes a chance, which I think is cool.
Yeah,
But
and
I think
that's
it's
the other
even
part I
cooler that he's resting up because that's what I don't want my guys in the All Star game. I've been saying that for years.
you
Like,
have.
take a few days to rest up. Everybody's banged up at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no. You bring up the 2 points I was going to make, which are, yeah, rest up if you can. I want my guys to get the rest they need as well, especially if you're a pitcher. Like, stop it. Don't like get the selection, feel good about it, go party a little bit, hang out, put the t-shirt on, cheer on your buddies. But I love the idea of giving it to guys who are coming up as well, or maybe don't have this experience every year. Like, dude, if you have if it's a good idea for you to bow out, no matter what. I think it's a good idea. So the fact that he's able to say, this is what's best for me, step one. The fact that it gives another guy an opportunity, step two. Both are the right answer.
Yep, I agree, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I was just thinking though, I wonder if they'll ever get to a point where they're so stingy with pitches and their pitchers and their pitch count. I wonder if they would ever get to the point, like ever get to the point where they either A, send a batting practice pitcher out there, or B, a pitching machine. I don't think
Oh,
it'll happen,
wow.
but I'm curious if the conversation's ever
Wow.
had
Yeah.
because they're so stingy with the bullets in the gun, right?
Well, and they ought to be. Like, that's
And with the way things
the
have
way it's
gone, yeah.
going right now. Yeah. Man, we got to figure out this pitching injury thing. It's such
I know.
crap. I
It's
hate it.
crap. It is
Okay. All
crap.
right.
But yeah, anyway. Real quick, baseball family, if you like what we're doing, you can support us over on Patreon for less than one of Briggs' bougie cups of coffee every single month. So he buys one bougie cup of coffee, you get an entire month of Patreon, which is extra content, some swag, and some other things that you go check it out. We have 5 tiers of support, $1 up to $500 of support. At the monthly $500 of support, I have made some promises that Brig has agreed to carry out after I made them. So
Yeah, yes. Yep.
if you want to know what they are, go check it out on Patreon. There's a link in the description, or you can go to patreon.com and search baseball together. Real quick, though, I do want to say what up to Twitch Taylor. Welcome.
What up,
We're glad you're
Taylor?
here.
About time.
Twitch Taylor's been here the whole time. I just
I
have
know.
not
It's about
known the
time you
best
said
time
something.
to acknowledge their presence. All right, let's get into the national TV
Great.
broadcast schedule real quick. Fridays, MLB TV free game of the day. That's going to be the Rangers at the Astros. That's at 8:10 p.m. And then on Apple TV Plus, you're going to have the Mariners at the Tigers at 7:10 p.m. and the Diamondbacks at the Angels at 9:38 p.m. All times are Eastern. I think it's funny, Brig. Everybody is either 5 after the half hour, 10 after the half hour, but the Angels are always 8.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
8 minutes after. Isn't that
Always
weird?
8. It is weird. If
I
5 and
don't
10
know.
wasn't weird enough, 8 is just even more strange.
Yeah. It's plenty weird on its own. You're right. Saturday, MLB TV's free game of the day. Colorado will be in Cincinnati. That's at 4:10 p.m. There is no game on FS1. Don't go looking for it. You will be disappointed. Fox, your 7:35 p.m. Eastern time. Depending on your local listings, you'll get to either see Texas at Houston for the rivalry, or Philly will be in San Diego. Again, that's 7:35 p.m. Fox on Saturday.
Sunday, your free game of the day is Cleveland's Baseball Club at the Chicago White Sox at 2:10 p.m. Your Roku game is the Dodgers at the Giants at 4:05 p.m. And then ESPN does not have a night game because there's not one since everybody got to travel. Everybody got to get to Atlanta. Brick,
Yeah.
did you notice that last weekend every game was free on MLB TV because of the
I did not
holiday?
notice that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, free baseball all weekend on MLB TV.
That's cool. That's what it should be.
It should be, and I assumed they were going to do it again this weekend because of the All Star game.
Hmm.
A little bit of
Yeah.
PR there, but I guess not. So, what do you do?
Would have been smart.
It would have been, but it's Major League Baseball, so.
Yeah. Sure is.
Series to watch this weekend. This is brought to you by SeatGeek. If we were going to games this weekend, these are the games we would go to, and we would use SeatGeek to get our tickets and to get us there. You can too by heading to SeatGeek.com using code BaseballTogether to save $20 on your first order. That's Baseball Together, one word. At SeatGeek.com to get your tickets to the biggest games this weekend and anytime. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of MLB. My series to watch this weekend, obviously, Brig, you've got the Mariners and the Tigers. That's going to be a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And I say watch it. I wouldn't be surprised if I get fed up and turn those games off early because the Mariners are not hitting and the Tigers are playing well. So,
It's fair.
The Dodgers and the
Not
Giants,
just
maybe I'll
well.
flip
They're
over
one of
there.
the best teams in baseball.
Yeah, they are. The Dodgers and Giants, maybe I'll flip there, or maybe I'll flip over and watch the Rangers and the Astros because that's going to be fun. Or watch the Phillies and the Padres. The Padres are getting to be one of my favorite National League teams. They have for a while, and I love watching them, especially when they're playing at home because the vibes are immaculate at Petco.
Yeah, they are.
So we're probably going to go out there next year, and I can't wait. We're talking about going to Petco.
Petco is so awesome. Dude, it's so awesome.
That's what I hear.
Can't beat it. Well,
all right, who do you have? Well,
maybe you can't beat
it.
It's just
maybe
its own thing.
I was going to say, is it like top 3?
Of the ones I've been to, yeah.
Okay.
Top 5 for sure of the ones I've been to.
Right?
Yeah, but I've not been to some real key. Like I haven't been to Wrigley. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I haven't been to Fenway.
But I will
yet.
say I know you've been to Coors
that.
though. And the thing that I think is really cool about Coors is you see it on a broadcast. Those fans love baseball because that team is terrible. and they're still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are still
100%.
showing up and almost selling out that ballpark. I can't get over it. Because
Me
you got
neither.
good teams across the league that don't sell out or fill the ballpark the way the Rockies do.
Yep. I know. All right, so I'm watching the Yankees and the Cubs. It's going to be in the Boogie Down. Super duh. I'm a little nervous. I think
You
that's
ought to be.
justifiable. I think the Giants-Dodgers series is going to be really interesting. I don't know how anybody could not at least scoreboard watch that at this point in the season. Mets and Royals, fascinating interleague matchup there. I think there are playoff ramifications in that series happening right now. So not necessarily for both teams, but for either team, right? Depending on how the season plays out. So that's really interesting. And then Phillies friggin' Padres, dude. It's gonna be awesome. That has a lot of promise for me.
It does. I think it's going to be a fun series. I think it'll be really great.
Yeah.
All right, very last thing before we get out of here. Today in baseball history, July 10th, 1997, New York Yankee pitcher Hideki Irabu wins his much-anticipated Major League debut, striking out 9 and 6 2/3 against Detroit. He receives a standing ovation from the sellout crowd of 51,901 at Yankee Stadium. I wanted to, Brig. I really wanted to see if I could find the David Letterman top 10 Hideki Irabu mispronunciations
Yeah.
and put it on. Do you
That would be
remember
really
that?
funny. Yeah, actually,
The
not
one that
until just
I
now.
the one that I always remember. Anytime I see Hideki Irabu's name, the one that I always think of is Hifleki Abubu.
See, it's been so long as I forgot all of them. I
That's
just remember
the
laughing
one.
about it.
That's the one. As an
Makes
11-year-old
sense.
staying up watching David Letterman, watching the top 10, and that's the
You've got
one that I remember.
you've got good parents that let you stay up to watch Letterman. Or not?
Letterman
I
don't
don't
let him.
know.
I don't
I
know.
don't
It was
know. I
summer.
don't
Who
know.
cares? Who cares?
That's
Honestly,
what
I
it was.
probably had a baseball game that night and was still winding down. So
Yeah,
that's
that
probably
okay.
what happened.
That
But
makes
anyway,
a ton of sense.
anywho, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. But baseball family, just a reminder: we talked about Patreon. If you need some seeds, sunflower seeds are perfect summertime snack. Head over to schnookseedery.com. Use code BTPod to save 10% on your order to support your mouth, support your wallet, and support the show all at the same time. Briggs got Hatch Chili.
Oh
It's
man,
not Carpet Pet. It's Hatch
this
Chili.
is for
baby.
tomorrow. This is for tomorrow.
Nice.
Got it ready to go.
Love it. I had some OG just the original, and they're fantastic. I haven't salted. Perfect go there. So head over to the community and get them. Don't forget to join us for this Home Run Derby. We'll be all the